Welcome back everyone, Redmist here again, and this time we're going to have a little look at Thorim. This is a 10-man version. I've been showing you quite a few real-world kills, and this one is a flawless kill. I think there's a single mistake is made in this fight, and that's it. So everybody performs flawlessly. It's an excellent kill. So the trash here at the beginning, trivial. Just make sure you face the big worm thing away from the raid, particularly in 25 version. Now we split the group into two. Now I'm going to show you the bit downstairs. I'm not going to show you the gauntlet run. The gauntlet run is a little bit of a challenge, but I'm sure you'll be able to find a guide on that. If you get lots and lots of people asking for it, then I'll make a guide of the gauntlet run next time I get picked to go on that. So we can see through the gate there. There's Drazer, off she goes, ready to tank up the gauntlet run. Now we're going to stay down here. Now group up in the middle, and you'll get a number of different ads that will come in, and they'll come in waves, in groups. Now 25 man, it's much harder. You'll need to dedicate DPS in 25 man to the champions, and the champions need to be tanked away from the raid in 25 man. Now these ads that are down here, Shaman is fantastic down here, is because you can purge a sort of spell that they do which puts a shield around them. It's like a priest bubble. The evokers also heal as well, so you'll need to interrupt those where you can, and they can be interrupted with a simple shock. So there's an evoker and it's put a shield around it, so I'm purging the shield off, and I'm also interrupting the heal. It's not so important here in 10 man, but in 25 man it's absolutely essential you do that. The other thing that we're doing in 10-man version, and we also do in 25-man version, is to absolutely prioritise the champions. The champions do whirlwinds. In 10-man with good healers, doesn't matter, you can tank them in the raid. On 25-man you can't, they'll kill people too easily, so you'll need to get rid of them, take them to one side, have a tank dedicated to doing that, and then dedicate ranged, only ranged, not melee, ranged to kill the champions as well. Be careful with your DPS. 10 man, again, not quite so important, but you'll need to make sure that you don't pull the aggro when you do AoE. So quickly burn down the evokers, focus on the champions when they come in, make sure that they're tanked. Now you'll notice the health bars of group 2 on the left of my display there, and the tank going up and down. That's just the what happens inside the gauntlet. There's a lot of damage when you get to the end of the gauntlet. You've got a very short amount of time to get through the gauntlet and complete that piece of the fight which pulls Thorim down off of the balcony and starts the fight for real. So again, the evoker there, I was purging his shield and interrupting him as well. We get another group. So the group downstairs does need to be AoE focused and heavily focused on AoE. Priests are very important downstairs. They're important because they can master spell. If you get a large group, they're very important on 25 man. They can dispel all of the shields on the evokers at the same time. If you've got a rogue in the raid, it's very good. If you make sure that the rogue puts wound poison and mind numbing poison on their weapons, don't let them mess around with other poisons. And when they get a large group like this, make sure the tanks have got aggro, and then ask the rogues to do their AoE Fan of Knives spell, and because it will put all of the evokers with wound and mind numbing, so it will slow down their heals and it will reduce the amount that they heal anyway. So all of these mobs can be stunned, relatively easy to tank on 10 man, not very easy on 25 man. You'll find that the AoE classes pull aggro quite a lot. Warlocks, mages and boomkins, absolutely perfect down here. Shaman do pretty well as well, just keep your magma totem up like you can see I'm doing here. So we're burning these ads down, and we're hoping that the gauntlet group make it through and pull the boss down. Now in the gauntlet, so here we go, the boss has started, so this phase of the fight has now started. So I'm going to zoom the camera out deliberately so I can show you exactly what's going on. So this is a flawless kill, and I want you to watch really carefully because it's a little tricky to explain what's going on. Now, see that spell on the left hand side is sort of a channeled spell. Watch what happens when that channel completes. You can see the lightning pulsing. Now, did you see that sort of AoE come out of the boss Now everybody needs to get out of that. On 10 man it can take half your health away, on 25 man it can kill you. So we're watching that. There's another one there from the orb on the sides. These happen throughout the entire fight, and there's the AoE. You need to be out of that cone and avoid the damage. Now we had some of the ads sheeped up in the gauntlet run, and they were healers, so we kept them sheeped, and eventually they'll turn up in the fight. So we're just coping with those. Again, I'm on those helping to interrupt, so watch out for the AoE there. Nearly got hit by it, but I saw it just in time. And burn the boss down. Now you'll need 2 tanks on this boss, because the boss puts a debuff on the tank, which is like an unbalanced strike, and it'll need to be taunted onto another tank. So you saw there that we taunted from the druid tank onto our warrior tank Quadrophonia, and he's taken that. There's the AoE spell again. I move out of the way, everybody's on the other side, and you can see from looking at the raid bars, very little damage is being taken by the raid here. It'll be the same on 25 man if everyone's awake. You will get a little bit of damage occasionally, but very, very little. In 10 man, virtually no damage at all. The tanks of course are taking damage during this fight. Taunt between the tanks when unbalancing strikes happens, so you can see an unbalancing strike is about to occur here. Flawless kill. I had only one player hit by the AoE damage on that particular fight. That's how easy it is if you really concentrate, work as a team, and complete a boss encounter without any problems whatsoever. It's a great fun fight. On 25 man, drops a brilliant set of items. Very much looking forward to it for Shaman, because it's the best in slot offhand weapon drops from this boss in 25 man. So there's the items that dropped. Great fight, hope you enjoyed it. The gauntlet is the challenge in this fight. AoE on 25 man downstairs is equally a challenge. Thanks for watching.